Hey everyone, this is Mike. In today's video, we're going to look at Bitcoin, some other coins in the market right now, plus we're going to go over a little news. But before we begin, let's go over that quick disclaimer. Any information provided in this video or any accompanying material is for informational purposes only. It should not be considered legal or financial advice. You should consult with your own financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Now, I know my videos are typically a little bit longer because I get a little long-winded and excited about talking about Bitcoin and cryptos. But today we're going to try to keep that a little shorter. I'm just going to give you some quick hits because we really ain't doing much. So let's just go ahead and hop into it. Right now, this is the Bitcoin chart on Bitfinex. As you can see, the other day I'm pointing out these little signs where, you know, it was bearish indicators. The nice thing that's happened is we have found support on our support level we are maintaining. Now, will that hold up? That's the million-dollar question. Right now, as you can see on the stochastic, we were in a bearish cross up here when I made the video. We went bearish, as you can see. Now we've made a bullish cross, which is a good sign. This should be flattening out, and hopefully we continue up on that bullish trend. So, you know, staying up here above $6,400 would be great. Now, the big thing is we're in the month of November. This is when backed and some other things are going to hit. So just be prepared for this to probably maintain the line that it's on, horizontal or slightly up, before that stuff hits. When that stuff hits, I wouldn't be shocked if it starts sprouting up. So let's just go ahead and go to Ripple. And the other day you can see where we marked our bearish crosses and it started going bearish. But it hit this level of resistance, and you know, it's kind of a breakthrough. We'll kind of keep an eye on this. It's not strong, but it is through. Right now the indicators is, you know, this one's still, you know, kind of bearish. Hopefully it turns bullish. The stochastic is showing bullish. So hopefully we kind of come up upwards to where this will be our level of support, and this will be our new level of resistance. So that's kind of what we need to see in Ripple. Let's go to Ethereum. Ethereum is kind of the same thing. We're staying bullish here. We're staying on a bullish cross here, and we found our support level, and we bounced off of it. What we need to do is attack this level of resistance and come through it. So right now, Ripple's not looking too bad, and plus right here, these little three candlesticks from the previous 3 days is an inside up, which is a bullish indicator. And when I say bullish indicator, I'm not saying we're going to 230. It's just take that for what it is. If this is your bullish indicator, which this is not a big one, it's a what you consider a minor bullish indicator. So if we were down here at what, say 196, you could probably expect it to go up to somewhere maybe like 206. So yeah, somewhere kind of like right here in my crosshairs. So that's kind of what I'm indicating there. Litecoin's the one I've been really worried about. As you can see, I've circled multiple things and pointed out multiple things multiple times. We took a nosedive, went through our level of support, and you know, I'm pretty comfortable saying that we broke it. We're kind of within I'm zoomed in pretty good, so you know, we are kind of within that zone of error, but it is pretty close. We'll have to keep an eye on it for the next few days, but right here we're flattening out, so this could be indication that a bullish move is coming. We definitely have a bullish move down here on the stochastic RSI, and right here, just like I said on Ethereum, is an inside up. So inside up, and at the bottom of it was like 48.50 roughly. To come back over here above this support level would not be shocking. Again, we're going to kind of keep an eye on this one next few days. I mean, the backed coming out around the 12th and stuff, it's going to affect this market here in the next few days in ways that we probably haven't seen in a while. So, you know, let's just keep an eye on these things and take them for what they are. You know, when we say it's going to go up, if it goes up to $51, so it's $49.50 now. If it goes up to $51, that's in the realm of possibilities. So let's go ahead and go down to some of the, let's go to EOS real quick. Now, EOS came through the support level, but it's also kind of finding support. I know it's a below, but everything tanked on the 29th, so that, you know, this is within reason. But we had a little doji, which means indecision, which is typically a bullish indicator. The MACD is flattening out. The stochastic, as you can see down below, is crossing, which is forming as an upward trend. So we could get back into this triangle and then test this level of resistance. Would be great for EOS. And what we need to do is break through and then come up here and test this for long-term health. All right, so that's EOS. Now let's get to the two wild cards. Start with GVT. And GVT is the one that the whole time I've been saying is on a bull market. Now, I mean, it's been in this channel and it's just been going perfectly. We came up here, touched this high, and now we're coming back down. And right now we are testing this level of support. And right now we're finding, if we zoom in, we can see all these wicks are actually hitting it. Now we do not have a wick that hits like hitting it. We have a body that's hitting it. On the MACD, this is starting to flatten out, which is typically a bullish indicator. We're getting ready to go into a bullish cross down here. So don't be surprised if we start finding our support and then coming back up and then breaking through this resistance level up here. So $16 roughly. So that's kind of what I'm thinking is going to happen with Genesis Vision or GVT. Now let's go ahead and take a look at ARK. ARK is another one, you know, we've been asked to follow, and as you can see, it's in a bull market as well. Although it's not as great as GVT, it is in a bull market, and that's all that's important. And as you can see, it came down and starting to come back up, and it should set a new higher high, which would be 83 cents. So if it gets above 83 cents, we'll be setting another higher high. Indicators are right here. This is still bullish. We're crossing over here on stochastic. That is a bullish indicator right there. So you guys, that's just a quick look at the coins that we've been following. Again, I didn't want to keep you here long because I know I've been making some 20-minute videos, so I just wanted to keep this one short. But let's just go over some news for today. Now this one's coming from the Bitcoinist, and it's talking about a CEO of BitMEX, and they're talking about how they believe it's going to be a Bitcoin bear market, and it's going to be a bear market for quite a while. Now, let's just define a bear market. A bear market, let's go back over here to Bitcoin, is what we've been in since the beginning of this year. So as you can see, we've been down, 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 down. Now, another thing with a bear market is the consolidation and basically your final phasing of that. So this is, if you watch me on YouTube, whoever else on YouTube, this is why a lot of us think that a breakout's coming. Now, when we say breakout, it could be breakout great, could be breakout bad. I personally am in the belief of it's going to be breakout great as far as a bull market because we're setting new higher lows. But right now we're in the consolidation phase, and what that article is saying is this phase here, which, you know, it's a range. Don't take it as this line, give or take $100. It's more or less anywhere from 7,300 to say 6,000. We could stay in that range for another 10 months is what that's saying. Personally, I don't think that will be happening. I think once BACT comes in here at the end of November, mid of November, beginning of next year, we had the ETFs filings, which are actually looking rather positive looking in the news. I know we've got rejected once, but what they're saying right now coming out of SEC is actually looking rather positive. Those are two massive pieces of news, two huge pieces of news in crypto, which could drastically alter the way everything looks right now. So if we're in a consolidation phase where we're just trading horizontal, we're not really losing. We are, if anything, we are actually kind of gaining. I mean, you can see this level of support. We are going up. It is slow. It is painful, but we are. If we get news, positive, huge news like that, what do you think the price will do? What is supply and demand? What is just reasonable economics? Is that we'll see a market adjustment adjust in the bullish way. So if we maintain, and this is why back here when I was making videos about this, that I'm not freaked out. I don't really care about it, because if we stay horizontal, when that stuff hits, that's positive. It's not like we're still going down and we're still going down to 3,000 and then we're going to have to consolidate. We're consolidating right now. We're trying to maintain this volume. So what we need to see is it find support here, come back up, like I said earlier, and then when the news comes in with BACT, when the ETF comes in, which both are looking very positive, futures come in, that will give it a bullish indicator. Now, I'm not saying it's going to go to $20,000, $30,000, but if we can get back up here to 8 or 9, that's definitely very, very bullish. So anyway, I'll put a link to the article down below. Feel free to come in here and read about it. It's a really good read, and it just explains what they're thinking about. Now, again, I'm not going to go out here on a limb and say that we're going to be in this market for another, here it is, 18 months longer. Not saying that, but it is a good read. It is another opinion, and when you come on these channels and stuff, hopefully you're looking at more than just mine, more than some of these others, and you're forming your own opinion based off all the material put together. So I'm just bringing you another opinion. Now, EOS, which is one that we follow, this is coming from CCN. It's talking about how EOS, rise in gains in spite of the market that we're in. So they added $2 billion worth of assets in EOS, which is huge. EOS is number 5 on the total market cap. But anyway, this actually goes in explaining about the bear market we're in, talking about the volume and where we're going to go and how they expect that 2019, there's a plenty of positives that are coming into the crypto sphere to where they feel like it's going to be driven up, which is the same thing I've said. If you look at different people on YouTube or wherever you go get your information from, a lot of us are saying that. Now, I'm a little sooner than most. I think before 2019 that we shall start seeing that positive sentiment, that we'll start trickling back up. But for the majority, most people say in Q1 of 2019, that's when we kind of expect the bigger positive push to come. I might be right, they might be right, but we all kind of are lining up in the same area. Anyway, this is a good read as far as going over the market, talking about EOS. If you like EOS, here you go. This is an article I'll put down in the below. And one last article is I try to stay unpolitical on this channel. So, but Ron Paul is an ex-senator. If you weren't unaware, when crypto first came out and was going in there, he was one of the biggest skeptics of cryptocurrency. Well, here's a news article where he comes out and talks about how crypto could prevent a recession coming up. Again, this is on CCN. I'll put a link below. But what it's talking about is how the Federal Reserve is manipulating the dollar, manipulating currency, manipulating interest rates, which causes like this artificial economic boom that he feels that we're in. And as you can see right here in the middle of it, it's talking about an illusion of prosperity. And so this is the one problem with fiat currency. So anybody that likes crypto, knows anything about crypto, one thing they should very much explain or say is how fiat currency can very easily be manipulated by the federal government, central banks, whereas cryptocurrencies are not. That is one of the biggest, I guess what you want to say, positives of a cryptocurrency is the fact that you can't go in there and manipulate it. That's why you'll see Ron Paul, Rand Paul, some of your libertarian style candidates, they call for auditing of the Fed, and this is why. This is the exact reason why they call for auditing of the Fed. And again, I don't want to get political. I don't know or care where everybody stands. This is not what this is about. This is just his reasoning. So, they want to audit it to see how the Federal Reserve is manipulating the currency. See if we have the money we have. See what's causing it. And as you can get down here, he actually was on Twitter and put out, if you had $10,000 and you got to choose one of these forms, where would you want to put your money for the next 10 years if you couldn't touch it? And by a clear majority, most put it in Bitcoin. Bitcoin followed by gold. Gold is also another good investment. I recommend if you're looking to diversify precious metals, they're always going to have value. But that's beside the point. Anyway, he put this out there, and look, guys, he had 70,000 votes on that. So that's not like just 700 people were just looking at this and put it in there. So this is a good little article. If you want to read about it, I'll put a link below. But with that, you guys, that's all I wanted to bring you today. It was just a quick glimpse at what's going on in the market, what's some of the news. And I tell you what, look, before I sign off, let's just go ahead and go to CoinMarketCap and just look at what's going on all over the web, or all over the crypto world right now. So right now the coin market cap totals at 205 billion, which again it's very steady. We've been up to 215, we've been as low as 198, and we've just kind of just going sideways. Top 5 as far as coin market cap is concerned has not changed. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Bitcoin Cash, EOS, and then Stellar, Litecoin, Cardano, Tether, Monero. That's kind of what rounds out the top. And we're positive, but again, it's 1 to 2%. If anything, that's just horizontal. That's not, anything to really write home about. So let's just go ahead and look at the big winners and losers. So for right now, this is just the top 100. So when I do this ain't like all altcoins and stuff. So right now, Chainlink, Horizon, Loopring, they're doing pretty good. And then the losers, and again, take this for what it's worth. It's only 3.5%. That's Nano, Dentacoin, Hollow. That's barely even losing anything. So, but anyway, I just want to show you just a brief look at the market, kind of where it's at. It's just really horizontal. It's been horizontal for quite a while. So just be prepared for it to stay that way. And if you like this video, you want to see more, please subscribe, hit that bell below so you're notified anytime we put new videos up. And also smash that like button, as we're a new channel trying to grow. We also have this Crypto 101 type course, so if you're a beginner, you want to learn some different things, wallets, exchanges, how to transfer crypto, public addresses, private addresses, and all that stuff. We got a Crypto 101 style course that we put together on our YouTube playlist, and I'll put a link above, that way you can see it. By all means, check that out. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have happy trading, and we'll talk to you next time.